So we are going to start on our backs today. So come onto your backs. You can step your feet wide and allow your knees to rest together. Making any adjustments to your hips and your shoulders. So you feel a sense of heaviness, the grounding of the hips, the back, the shoulders towards the floor. Allowing for that time, that space to transition from your morning routine into the here and now. And just start to become present with your breath. And if it helps to bring one hand to your lower belly, and instead of bringing the other hand to your chest, bring it to your lower rib cage. So right at the bottom of your breastbone, where the two parts of your ribs, two sides of your ribs, kind of move up to connect to the breastbone. And as you start to shift into the awareness of your breath, just notice what you feel. So often in yoga, we are encouraged to bring awareness to the inhalation, to breathe in deeply, to fill up. Today, start to think of the exhalation. And monitoring your own exhalation, notice how long your exhalation is. More specifically, notice if you allow yourself to fully let go. Our breath is a reflection of our body and our life. And sometimes the breath can mirror what's going on in our life. So if we notice that tendency of not being able to fully let go, that tendency to grasp for the next inhalation before we allow ourselves to fully release. Just have that kind of settle in. And notice as you become more aware of your exhalation, what happens when you allow yourself to stay focused on the exhale. Perhaps noticing that pause at the end. Bring your arms down beside your body. And walk your feet in so your heels are in line with your sit bones and your knees separate so that your heels are over, or knees are over your heels. And start to move with your breath. And again, still focusing on the exhale. The inhale will follow. So as you exhale, press your tailbone toward, or scoop your tailbone towards your pubic bone. And as you inhale, press the tailbone towards the floor. Exhale, tilt the pubic bone towards your tailbone towards your pubic bone. And inhaling, tailbone towards floor. So just noticing the rocking of the pelvis as you move with the breath. And noticing as you exhale and the tailbone lifts towards the pubic bone, what happens to the front of your core. A slight scooping in. Rounding of the spine towards the floor. The next time you exhale, keep that awareness of the front of the core. Slightly lift the lower back off the floor and then lift the knees off the ground, or the feet off the ground, knees over your hips. Bring your hands to the tops of your thighs, closer to your knees. And take a couple of breaths each exhalation as you feel that scooping of the pubic bone towards the navel. Also press your knees into your hands. And keep the connection of your left hand and your left thigh together. And as you inhale, take your right heel to the ground and reach your right arm over your head. And as you exhale, bring hand and knee back together. Inhale, touch left heel, reach right arm beside your ear. And as you exhale, draw hand and knee back together. And continuing this, taking one heel down at a time, keeping the other hand and knee moving into each other. And notice the exhalations. Notice the sensation this creates across the front of your hips. Notice the stabilization it creates. And release the feet to the ground, take the feet wide and drop the knees side to side. And come back, feet mat distance apart. Lift the knees up, so knees are above your hips, and then take your feet together and press the inner edges of your feet together. So feel the feet pressing into each other. Lift the arms so that the wrists are above your shoulders, palm facing up towards the sky. And as you exhale, roll up and touch your knees, your elbows inside your knees and squeeze. Inhale, roll back down, touch toes to the floor, arms reach over the head. Exhale, roll up, elbows come inside your knees, squeeze. Inhale, touch toes to the ground, arms over the head. So keep this going. Each exhalation rolling up. Feeling your hips move towards your rib cage as your rib cage curls down towards the tops of your hips. And seeing if you can completely exhale out each time you roll up. And on your next exhalation, come up and hold. Bring the elbows inside the knees. Bring the fingers back towards your head. Press the inner edges of your feet together. Exhale fully. As you inhale, release. Bring the feet wide. And again, windshield wiper your knees side to side. Bring your hands behind your knees and start to rock forward and back. And rock all the way up and come through to hands and knees. Wrists in line with the front edge of your mat, shoulders above your wrists, knees below your hips. Press your hands and feet into the floor firmly. Exhale your breath out.
completely. And then inhale, lift your head, lift your tailbone, but keep the tone at the front of the belly as you created when you exhale. And as you exhale, round through your spine and take your ribs and your hip points towards each other. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, keep a slight tone at the front of your belly. As you exhale, push your hands and feet into the floor and round. One more cow pose. As you exhale, press hands and feet into the floor and stay in cat pose. So keep the rounding of the spine. Keep pressing your hands and your feet into the floor. Take 3 deep breaths, concentrating on the exhalation, creating that sense of the howling cat on the fence. So feeling that scooping of your lower belly towards your spine, the rounding of the spine that creates. And inhale back to neutral. Tuck your toes under, press your hips up and back into downward facing dog. And take a few moments here to move in whatever feels good to you. So if that's bending one knee and then the other, if that is just hanging out in stillness and breathing. And then find stillness. From the front of the thighs, press them back. Lift and spread your sit bones. Hands press down and isometrically twist out. Step your left foot in slightly. Lift your right leg up behind you, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bend knee to nose. Find that same sense of the cat on the fence. So round through the spine. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, round through the spine. Try to touch your nose to your knee. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Exhale, round through your spine, knee to nose. And step your right foot up between your hands. Lower your left knee to the ground. Front of the left foot presses into the floor. Walk your right foot out slightly to bring your right elbow inside your right knee. Hands to the ground. Start to press your knee into your right upper arm. Bring your hands to heart center, and instead of twisting to the right, press knee into elbow and twist open to the left. So keeping that connection of knee to elbow. Hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, shift forward, shoulders above wrists, knee to nose. Inhale, reach the left leg back. Exhale, round through the spine, squeeze all the breath out. Inhale, reach left leg back. Exhale, round knee to nose. Step your left foot up between your hands, drop your right knee to the ground. Point the toes back, walk the left foot out slightly, bringing your hands inside of your left foot. And start to press your knee into your upper arm. So finding that sense of connection between bringing the leg in and the core. And then bring hands to heart, bringing your elbow inside of your left knee. Keep pressing knee and elbow together as you twist open to the right. And find the full exhalation. Release the hands back to the floor. Walk the left leg in. Step back to plank pose. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, reach your elbows back as you lower all the way down to the floor. Point the toes back. Press the feet into the floor, thighs into the floor. Shoulders roll down the back, lifting shoulders elbow height. Inhale, lift up, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, cobra. As you exhale, exhale fully, stay up. Inhale again. Exhale, lower down. Bring the heels of the hands in line with the bottom of the rib cage. So wrists are directly below your elbows. Tuck your toes under. Firm the front of your thighs. As you exhale, pull your lower belly off the floor. As you inhale, lift up to chaturanga, so elbows bent. Inhale. Exhale, press up plank. Exhale, back down dog. Take 3 deep breaths, allowing your mind to be aware of the exhalations. Inhale, come up onto your toes, look between your hands, and stay on your toes as you tippy toe, trying to keep your knees straight as long as you can to come to the front of your mat. And then release into a forward fold. Grab your opposite elbow. And each exhalation, let the full release of the breath take you deeper into your forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, reach the head, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, arms over your head, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, look up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, step to the back of the mat, plank pulse. Come down to your right elbow. Come down to your left elbow. Reach the collarbones and the head forward. Firm the front of your belly. Shift weight onto your left foot, lift your right leg. Are you exhaling? Are you letting go to hold on? Release right leg down, lift left leg. Release left foot. Lower the knees. Lower the hips. Bring the heels in line with the bottom of the rib cage. Inhale, press up, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under, firm the thighs. And press up, chaturanga. Press up, plank. Exhale, back down dog. Inhale, come up onto your toes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees deeply. Hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, arms over your head, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Exhale fully as you move to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step to plank pose. Press down through the hands. Firm the front of the thighs. As you inhale, lift your right leg off the ground. As you exhale, take right knee to right elbow. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, take left leg down. Inhale, lift left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, left foot down. Inhale, lift right leg. Exhale, touch knee to elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, lift left leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, drop your left foot. Shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, hold. Inhale, scoop forward and through, upward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga again. Inhale. Exhale, press back, down dog. Breathe. Each time we come to downward facing dog, checking in. What happens to the breath when you focus on letting go? Inhale, come up onto your toes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees deeply and hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, arms over your head, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Feet can be up to hip distance apart or big toes to touch. Bend the knees and sit the hips back, bringing the fingertips to the floor behind the heels. So chair pose. Reach the sit bones towards the back of your mat. Reach the knees forward. Bring your hands behind your head and clasp, interlace your fingers. As you inhale, push your head into your hands, look up, and peel your hip points off your thighs. As you exhale, round through your spine and bring your elbows forward. Inhale, press the head into the hands, lift the heart. Exhale, round through your spine. Inhale, press the head, lift and open. Exhale, round and flex. Inhale, open. Reach the arms over your head. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop to the back of the mat and lower down chaturanga. Inhale, scoop forward and up to upward facing dog. Exhale, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, round through your spine, touch knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Think of crunching as you bring knee to nose. Look between your hands. Up on right fingertip, step. Right foot up between your hands. Keep your back leg lifted. Lift your fingertips off the floor. Bend deep into your right knee. Reach the hands back. Peel your belly off your thigh. Hold. Inhale, reach your arms up and over your head. Crescent warrior. Peel your hip points off your thighs and take 3 deep breaths. Awareness on the full exhalation. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands on either side of your right foot. Step back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Hold. Inhale, scoot forward and up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, maybe chaturanga again. Inhale. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, crunch. Find your forehead towards your knee. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, crunch, release the breath. Look up between your hands. Step your left foot up between your hands. Make your right leg strong. Release fingers off the floor. Reach through your back leg, extend through your head. Reach the hands back. Peel your belly and your hip point off your thigh. Hold. Inhale, lift up, arms over your head. 3 deep breaths. Become aware of slowing down the breath by connecting your mind to your exhalations. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge forward, hands to the ground. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, up dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow down the breath. Inhale, come up onto your toes, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sit back. Inhale, lift up into chair pose. Bring the arms out in front. Inhale. As you exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips all the way to the floor and roll onto your spine. And rock forward and back a couple of times. And then we'll rock up to Navasana. If you want to get your balance by bringing the hands behind your knees first, you can do that. And when you have it, release. Slow down the breath. Perhaps lift legs into extension. Release, hands behind the knees. Find that momentum again. And the next time you rock up, see if you can rock all the way up into Malasana or Yogi Squat. Bring the elbows inside the knees. Press knees into elbows, elbows into knees. Close the eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Release hands to the floor. Inhale, open the eyes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, arms over your head, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We can be hip distance apart or toes touch. Inhale, reach up, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers. Inhale, press the head back as you arch the spine. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, press the head back, arch the spine. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, press back, arch the spine. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back of the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, scoot forward and up, upward facing dog. Exhale, either pressing straight to downward facing dog or moving through chaturanga. Inhale, right leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Exhale, round through your spine, knee to nose, hold. 3 deep exhalations. Each exhalation, can you bring your nose a little closer to your knee? Look up between your hands, step your right foot up between your hands. Stay on your back toes. Lift your fingers off the floor. Reach the hands back. Pull your belly off your thigh. And reach your arms over your head. As you exhale, make fist. Shift your weight into your right leg. And bend your left knee forward. And then crunch. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, step the leg back. Inhale deeply. Exhale, crunch, one motion. Inhale, step back. Arms reach up. Exhale, knee to elbows. Connect your left elbow to your left knee. Press them together. Inhale, step back. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, scoot forward and up, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back down dog. Inhale, lift left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, bring knee to nose. Hold. Each exhalation, try rounding through your spine more, creating that sense of the cat on the fence. Step left foot up between your hands. Back leg strong, lift your fingertips off the floor. Lift your belly off your thighs, reach arms back. Inhale, arms reach over your head, crescent warrior. Keep your legs strong. As you exhale, bring right knee towards right elbow. Crunch, hold. Inhale, step back. Exhale, bring knee to elbow, crunch forward, round through your spine. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, crunch knee to elbow, press right knee and elbow towards each other. Hold. Inhale, step back. Exhale, fold, bring hands on either side of your left foot. Step left foot back. Vinyasa, option for that extra chaturanga. And breathe. Inhale, come up onto your toes, look forward. As you exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, sit back. Lift the arms up, Utkatasana. Bring the arms out in front. Inhale here. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sink all the way to the floor. Roll back. Roll forward, Navasana. Hold. Legs can be bent or straight, but find the exhalation. One more breath. As you exhale, roll back. Rock one time. Second time, roll up into Malasana. Bring the hands to the floor. Shoulder width apart. Spread the hands. Click the heels together, so hop the heels together. Press hands down, lift hips high. Shift forward, bringing knees to the upper arms. Look forward, squeeze the heels together. And perhaps lift feet off the floor. Round through your spine. Find your exhalations. Inhale. As you exhale, either step or shoot the legs back. Chaturanga. Inhale, scoot forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Lower the knees to the floor. Toes to touch, send the hips back into child's pose. Rest with the forehead on the floor. Arms can either be next to the body or reaching long. And move back into the space of the exhale. So it's in this space of letting go, of releasing. We can learn to let go of those things that do not serve us. And enduring this time, some of us may be sensing fear of the unknown, fear of what's to come. And it's this fear that can get in the way of trust and strength. Discovering who we are at our core. So moving into the breath and learning the sense of letting go, of fully releasing in the breath, can bring us into that awareness of letting go of those things in our lives that don't serve us. And as you inhale, shift forward into tabletop. Tuck your toes under, and as you exhale, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend your knee, kicking your heel to the opposite hip. Reach your right knee up towards the sky as you take your right heel closer to your left hip. Square your hips. As you exhale, bend right knee to right elbow. Release the right knee behind the right wrist. Ankle towards the left wrist or left hip. Slide the left leg back. Come up onto your fingertips. Lift your head and chest. So releasing the core, stretching the front of your body. And then making a very slow exhalation. Start to walk the hands forward. Releasing into pigeon prep. Noticing all those areas that you normally feel tension and gripping. Notice what it feels like to move into those spaces with the same idea of letting go of what no longer serves you. As the body builds resistance, it builds patterns. It's trying to protect you from what it fears will hurt you. And in this position, you're safe. You're not moving. You're on the ground. You're working with your body to allow the release in those areas that the body is resistant to let go. And slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press up. Keep your right leg where it is. Shift the weight onto your right hip and swing your left leg around to the outside of your right knee. Hug your knee towards your chest. Inhale. As you exhale, twist to the left. Notice how as you focus on your exhalation, the inhalation naturally occurs. Whatever is supposed to happen after we let go happens. You don't have to rush and try to figure it out. The inhale comes, the next moment comes. Release back to center. Bring your hands to the front of your mat. You can either move through a vinyasa or you can go straight back to downward facing dog. Shift your weight onto your right foot, lift your left leg up and behind. Kick your heel to the opposite hip, opening your side body. Reach your knee up and back. Reach your heel towards your opposite hip. And square your hips. Lengthen your left leg. Exhale, take knee to left elbow. Then lower it down behind your left wrist. Ankle towards right wrist or right hip. Slide the right leg back. Come up onto fingertips. Walk your fingertips close to your torso as you lengthen the front of your body. So reversing that crunch. And taking a deep exhalation, long exhalation. Walk your hands forward. Releasing. Move into the breath. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Slowly press up. Rock your weight onto your left hip. Swing your right leg around, bringing it either to the inside or to the outside of your left knee. Hug your knee to your chest. Lengthen your spine. As you exhale, twist to the right, either hugging the knee with the elbow or bringing the elbow to the outside of your right knee. Release the twist. Bring both legs out in front. Point the toes forward. Bring the hands behind your back with your fingers pointing towards your hips. Wrist slightly behind your shoulders. Press down through your hands to lift your chest a little bit more as you glide your shoulder blades down your back. Start to press the feet further towards the floor. And as you inhale, feet press down, hips lift high, chest lifts high. Reach to the crown of the head. Engage the glutes a little bit more to lift the hips a little higher, pressing the inner edges of your feet down. Exhale, lower the hips. Bend the knees in, press hands to knees. Then extend the legs long. Scooting forward onto your sit bones. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, round through your spine to fold forward. Paschimottanasana. Seated forward fold. Breathe. Each exhalation, feeling navel draw in, scoop up to release you deeper into the forward fold. Look towards your feet. Release your hands from your feet. Inhale, lift all the way up. Hands come in front of your shoulders. And take at least 3 breaths to lower your spine all the way down to the floor. Trying to not rush through the exhalations. Once you arrive, notice what you feel. Bend your knees. Press your feet into the floor, lift your hips. Shift your hips slightly to the left. Straighten the right leg long.
Grab your left knee with your right hand, pulling it towards your right shoulder. And then as you exhale, twist to the right. Extend left arm out to the side, reaching through fingertips, reaching heart towards hand, head falls to the left. Release right hand from left knee, come back to center. Both feet to the floor, shift the hips slightly to the right. Straighten the left leg long. Bend your right knee towards the chest, grabbing it with your left hand, taking it towards your left shoulder, then twist to the left. Right hand reaches out. Heart reaches towards the hand, head follows. Release the knee, roll back in. Hug both knees to the chest. Rock a little side to side. And keep your feet together, separate your knees, reach your arms inside your knees, grab the outer edges of your feet with your hands. Send the soles of your feet towards the sky, knees towards the floor, happy baby. Reach the tailbone towards the front of your mat. Maybe you find stillness and just focus on the breath. Maybe movement will make the baby happy. Hug both knees in toward your chest. Inhale. As you exhale, curl head towards knees. Inhale. Exhale, completely release. Allow the legs to extend long to the floor. Arms down beside your body, palms facing up. Adjusting to find an even amount of weight on your hips, your shoulders. To find that release of the back body to the floor. And of the front body, softening down. Allow your mind to stay present with the breath. Noticing the surrender, the release that comes within the pause between the breaths.
Parigraha means non-attachment or letting go. And our mind likes to attach to things, to create things in our mind that can have a way of holding us back. And sometimes fear is that greatest thing that we attach to. Sometimes it's things that we tell ourselves or things that we've been told. So think in your mind of one thing that you feel is currently holding you back, that you are attached to. And as you exhale, feel the sense of letting that go. Other things come up as you begin to think of one. With each exhalation, feel it softening and loosening and releasing. In its place, feel strength and courage and confidence. Come back in. Slowly start to allow movement to come back into your body. As you inhale, reach your arms over your head, extend through heels or toes. As you exhale, bend your knees and roll onto your side body. Using your hands and your arms, slowly press yourself up to a seated position. Bringing your hands to heart center. As you inhale, lift your heart towards your hands. And as you exhale, bow into the space of your heart, acknowledging that true strength, courage, and confidence that lies within. Thank you very much. Divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste.